Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Boo Moose Bubba here on Friday, March 6th. Wanted to do a serious video today, no politics, but on the coronavirus. So, alien's view of a coronavirus. So, here it goes. Dear Americans, if I were you, and if I were the authorities in charge of the coronavirus, there's a lot of unknowns here. President Trump is not doing a good job of handling this. He should step back and let Vice President Pence take over this one thing. Because Vice President Pence seems to know what he's doing here. President Trump is messing up the situation. So that's why you have a vice president, Mr. Trump. When you don't know the subject or you don't know how to handle it, that's why you picked Mr. Pence to be your vice president. So use him in this case. Make him the number one guy. He would represent the United States in everything coronavirus. Okay? And this is not saying anything bad about you. It's just saying that he knows what he's doing. He knows how to do the ins and outs of this thing and what you're doing there. Because, honestly, President Trump, your country knows absolutely nothing. Neither does China. And they created the virus. But it got out of hand for them. Here is what I suggest. You're doing all these kits where, hey, got shortages. Every country's got shortages of these kits. But if something happens and it goes a full-blown epidemic here, and everybody wants to be tested, my suggestion as a resident alien from another planet who's seen pandemics like this, more than 50 times in my lifetime now, I would suggest that you, based on what I'm hearing about this virus and what I know from your history, from the reports that I read in 2045, 54, and 64, number one, all Americans who suffer symptoms that they may think it's a flu or a coronavirus, go to your primary doctor and have him do one blood test for nitrogen oxide to check your level in your blood. If the virus is present there, your NO2 level should be off the charts. Big time. Because that virus lives on NO2. And Vice President Pence, check with the National Institute of Health and the CDC. Because, and don't forget NASA and the NSA. Because nitrogen dioxide has a lifespan of about 114 of your years in the atmosphere. And you notice that NASA has been reporting that where China had the epidemic, the level of nitrogen dioxide plummeted. About 30%, I'm assuming? Is that the case? According to the reports that I saw in 2064, it was 30%. I don't know. You guys have the numbers there. And the virus kind of decreased, except that China went back to their usual hum, and NO2 levels increased later on in 2020. So China's going to get a second wave of this epidemic over there because they're going to increase their levels of nitrogen dioxide in their atmosphere, which of course creates a problem. Check Washington State. They had a high level. Now they should have a low level in there. But you also have the other dynamics that you have in this country where you establish your airplanes, as you call them, and you fly all over the world. So it's easy to come from one to another, and that's the way that you think it works. Most of the time, yes, but the atmosphere is there too. And it lives in the atmosphere, and like I said, NO2's got a lifespan of 114 years. What's the lifespan of the coronavirus in the atmosphere? Nobody knows. So this is what I'm saying, Americans. as a favorite alien from another planet. If you have symptoms that are like your flu and like the coronavirus, as you're saying on TV, don't panic. Just go to your regular uh, primary doctor and ask him to do a blood test for nitrogen dioxide and see what your level is. If you have there, then he should inform the regular authorities you may have the virus. This is your favorite alien, and bye-bye. Good day.